Welcome to another question and answer video where we explore popular questions from our users. Let's begin. What's the difference between colorfinale 2 Standard and colorfinale 2 Pro? colorfinale 2 is a plugin for Final Cut Pro that offers an expansive color correction toolset featuring accurate and professional tools. colorfinale 2 comes in Standard and Pro versions. Even if you have the Standard version, you will see two motion templates in the Effects browser. Always apply the colorfinale Pro effect. Now you can immediately set the main corrections: exposure, contrast, white balance, saturation, sharpness. All the necessary tools are in one place. This setup allows you to seriously speed up your color correction. The Pro version additionally comes with ACES support, groups, and film emulation. If you work with log, ACES is a convenient tool for bringing log footage into video color space. Groups allow you to create a color correction or grade for all members of a group at once. All the changes are then synchronized. This is very handy when working on large projects. Film emulation can be used to create a realistic film effect. Next up, we can go to the Layers panel and use the color wheels, RGB curves, 6 vectors, HSL curves, shuffle, and add effects using the filter tool. These tools are already enough for flexible color correction work. But the Pro version also includes tools such as the camera matrix and log wheels. Log wheels make it possible to adjust the color of the video before converting it into a video color space, and camera matrix is an ideal tool for adding fine color adjustments in the last stages of grading. colorfinale is constantly updated. Every year the number of tools and possibilities grows. In colorfinale 2 Pro, you can save your changes as a preset or a LUT to use the look later. Another important feature of the Pro version is masks. Masks elevate your grading by offering unique solutions. Isolate colors, objects, and track movement. Get the full set of tools by purchasing colorfinale 2 Standard to Pro upgrade from our website. How do I correctly adjust the image sharpness? Ideal sharpness can only be achieved during the actual shoot. If part of the image is out of focus, then getting any detail back with color correction tools won't work. But in cases where you want to increase the sharpness of the image or reduce it, you can use the Sharpness tool. First, let's look at an example with a face in the middle of the frame. We can actually reduce the sharpness. This makes a softer image, useful as a step in creating a more film-like look. But of course we can increase the sharpness too. Let's take a look at the details. For example, the hair or the eyes. The difference is clear. Here's another example. The effect is clearly visible on the edges, including on the pattern of her top. If we decrease the sharpness, then the detail in the shadows starts to disappear. But if we increase it, the dots become more pronounced. Final Cut Pro's built-in sharpness slider is not for everyone. It makes colors, especially the shadows, darker while adding extra contrast and saturation. colorfinale 2's sharpness tool is more accurate. It doesn't affect the contrast and saturation of colors as much. If you spend a lot of time in the Layers panel, in the Pro version you can also control the sharpness in the Filters layer. Because this is a layer, you can now make a sharpness mask and apply it locally. How do I use auto-grading? Right after applying the plugin, you can adjust the white balance automatically or against the color chart that's physically present in the shot. You can also use the color wheels layer to automatically set color balance. Pick neutral tones in the shadows, highlights, and midtones. Watch our video on color wheels to find out more about using its automated grading features. How many layers can I use in colorfinale 2? When working with layers, you can group and rename the ones you've added. This comes in helpful for complicated projects that might require multiple stages of corrections. Group and rename layers according to their functions so that it's easier to keep track of what you do. By the way, if you clip the highlights or shadows in one layer, you can bring them back in line with another layer without a loss in quality. The process is non-destructive. We can easily create 100 or more layers. It's difficult to imagine a scenario where you will need this, but depending on your computer, you can even add 1000 working layers. Comment below if you ever had a need for this many. Does colorfinale 2 work with Blackmagic RAW? Colorfinale 2 works with footage supported by Final Cut Pro. Blackmagic RAW is not one of them. That's why we created colorfinale Transcoder, a workflow extension that lets you get to work with Blackmagic RAW, Cinema DNG, and ARRI RAW footage in Final Cut Pro. With colorfinale Transcoder, you can open, adjust, and convert unsupported video formats for editing and color grading. Show your support by subscribing to our YouTube channel for new tutorial videos and more. Goodbye.